TSPN's Amador This Week's Out and About. This local television coverage is proudly brought to you by Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort and by Richard Forrester, Supervisor, District 2. And now, Amador This Week's Out and About on TSPN. Hi everyone, Tom Slyvick here at Detert Park in Jackson for Clean It and Green It Day. Tommy Fox is on the camera, I'm on the microphone, and we have Mike Daly here. How you doing, Mike?
Excellent. Beautiful day.
Okay, you have how many people about that are out cleaning and picking up stuff now?
I'd say we have about 50 right now.
That's
Hoping
good.
for some more, yeah.
Okay. And what else is going on Clean It and Green It Day here?
Well, we have the people in the park here. We've got the Indian tribe, the Ion Band, doing their thing. They've got lots of goodies. Jim McCargue from the county solid waste or recycling is here. And we also have the Vicini brothers and their goodies. Plus we've got the folks from up at the place, the bronze place, yeah. The bronze place up at just above here.
Okay, the bronze.
Yeah. Poor Man's Bronze. And the Master Gardeners are here too.
And the Master Gardeners are here. And once again, why do we, I was thinking on my, way, actually it wasn't my way, I think I was thinking last night, like Jackson's the only city here that has like a Clean It and Green It type day. Huh? Let me ask that to you, Pat.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning to you. Did you hear what I said? How did Jackson start this? This has been going on a long time, but how did
we were discussing that, Mike? Deal the 12th or 13th annual?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just a way for people to get out in the springtime, and the Master Gardeners are putting some bark in down at the old Mel's parking lot to protect the flowers.
Okay.
So it's kind of a multifaceted thing. And the one year we did the Disney tickets, we had like 300 people, so the attendance goes up and down. But the Boy Scouts, I think they've been here every year that I've been here as one group.
Okay.
Yeah, so do any other cities do that? Not that I know of.
No, I don't know of any other cities that have a program like that.
Yeah, while we were talking, I was trying to think of one, but
Okay, so have you gone back and looked, is this an ordinance or anything? Do people have to show up?
No. The other thing we have going on though is our e-waste program.
Right.
And Argonaut High School Science Club helps us with that. They're down in the Boozy parking lot today, collecting everybody's old computers and any electronic equipment they might have.
That's really a good thing. I know a lot of people have to. Myself, I get stuff that breaks, and I'm always waiting around for one of those days when I can take it down and donate it.
Vice Mayor Sweet was just talking about his old Macintosh DOS compatible machine that he took down there today.
One of the real old ones?
Yep.
I was looking on eBay or something the other day, or just somewhere, and like if you had one of the first Macs, I think it was, I don't know, it was worth like $2 million or something.
Probably so.
Better go back.
Yeah, I know. Oh no.
Yeah, you better go back and get that one, Keith. And so anyway, so that's really interesting. Everything's looking pretty green around the whole county right now, so we're lucky with that, right?
Yeah, until we can't water anymore, which is
Coming up.
Yeah, until the sun takes over, everything that it does. We got some rain coming in next week?
I said, yeah, some rain maybe next week. Yeah.
Good. I'm kind of hoping that we get enough rain to keep the plant life, alive. They haven't been wasting water, I don't think.
Right. Absolutely.
The other thing we have going on is we've got water conservation devices here. We have shower heads, we have faucet aerators, and we have the bags that you put in your toilet to reduce the amount of water that gets flushed out of the toilet. So that's all here today too, and we have those at City Hall after today too.
All right. So people, want to help reduce, and they need some of those units, shower heads, and
Good way to cut down their water use. The shower heads, the sink aerators, and also the bags that go in your toilet to reduce the amount of water that gets flushed every
If
time.
somebody comes in from Sutter Creek and you don't know it, will you give them one?
Well, maybe.
Okay. All right. That's great. And how you doing?
Hi.
You been out picking stuff up yet?
No, I'm the
Helping
city
out here?
clerk. I'm here to help
you're
give
doing
out
the
the
clerking?
stuff. Yeah, I'm doing the clerking. I gotta be able to write a report.
And who's doing the minutes?
Me.
Minutes and the clerking. I've got both jobs. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. What's your name there here?
Josh Nelson, the city attorney for Jackson.
Good.
Hi.
And you handing out the gloves and stuff?
Yeah, helping with registration and checking people in.
Okay, great. Legal advice. Good to see people down here. It's getting the legal advice. You telling them which end of that pickup stick thing they use?
Wow,
That's right.
wow.
Lucy's got a lot of
Unless you went home and got
nice bag of trash. That's good. All right, thank you. So your first name is?
Story.
Okay, and last name?
Mac.
Okay, this is going to be an exciting day. I get that. Okay, so Story Mac.
Yes.
So did you have what would the kids say when you were younger when your name was Story?
Call me Debbie or Cindy or, yeah, they didn't really know what to say.
Okay.
But my family calls me Toto because that just is easier.
Toto?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good name. Now, Toto, what do you have here?
I have cherry tomatoes I've just planted in here from Vicini's.
Oh, okay.
And they'll sprout in a few days, and then I will transplant them into my garden.
Okay, so you leave them in this plastic
Yeah.
bag so they get the heat and everything?
Yeah, she said to keep the moisture in and get a little, like, humidity in there.
Okay, and Story, now we'll use your right name. Where'd you get this,
I
Story?
got this right over here at the Miwok. They're giving away their microfiber cloths to help reduce the use of a pledge and things like that. They're good for everything in your house.
Okay.
And then a bag to take to the grocery store for reusable, so you don't have to pay for plastic bags. They need to go away. You can use our cloth bags now for the groceries.
Okay. All right, well, it's good talking to you.
Talking to you, thank you.
And now I'm with Keith Sweet. Hi, Keith, how are you doing today?
Doing fine. Thanks,
I
Tom.
remember, you were on a program up at Vista Point when they were doing the remodeling and all of that stuff. I guess restoration more than a remodel up there, but it was a lot of stuff. And then just this year, I guess was right before spring or in the winter, you put in all those daffodils. Looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it did turn out to be nice. We put 20,000 daffodils in there. We put 10,000 in last fall,
Wow.
and then 20,000 in the previous fall because that project's now been 2 years. 2 years ago is when we opened it up. I wrote a grant for that from Caltrans through the environmental department of the state of California, and designed it, and then it got. There were a lot of people involved in that. Rotary, for traditionally, since that point was created, when Highway 49 was widened and created coming down the hill back in the middle 50s.
Right.
That George Sosman, along
Okay, I remember George.
right,
Center and better across from
owned it. What is now Prospect Motors, old Prospect Motors. That was a Sosman car dealership. He was a Rotarian, and they were going to turn that point into a commercial piece of property. Caltrans was, and sell it. And he convinced somebody in the legislature to work with Caltrans and to set it aside as a pull-off, kind of a Vista Point.
Mm-hmm.
But all it had on it originally was just dirt and a parking lot. And then he and Rotary put the arch that's there currently, and there was a sign across that kind of described what you could see if you stood there.
Right.
Well, we took that sign out and obviously then put in the brick patio, and a number of people participated in creating each of the 10 placards up there that tell you what you're looking at with a little more detail.
If people are interested too, I might just jump in at this point. You can go to TSPN's YouTube channel, and that's probably on Amador This week when we were up there. I believe that opened up the same time as the Tailing Wheels project as well.
We did them both on the same weekend, and both were excellent projects. The Rotary then maintains it, so they'll cut the weeds down and cut the daffodils back when they die out. We have a Rotarian, Art Long, who goes up there every Thursday and straightens it up and cleans it up, picks up the cigarette butts, etc. So yes, Rotary maintains it now for the city.
Okay. And I have you too. Looking around here, it looks like we have a really big group that showed up here that is going to start cleaning up.
Yeah, I don't know which group this is, but I know we have a large group each year from the Boy Scouts. I know they were here earlier. So you might want to.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna find out who they are. Because looks like we got a lot of kid power here.
But yeah, thanks for bringing up Vista Point. It gets a lot of traffic. As you drive by there, we're so pleased that the car after car. I go up there and pull weeds now and then, and there's people from Germany and the Netherlands, pulling over there that are traveling Highway 49, and I kind of give them a little tour and tell them about Jackson and so forth. So it turned out to be a great project.
It is a really good project, a really good sign, and like you said, every time I go by there, there's people in there probably visiting, and it's nice to be able to pull over, find out a place, and where the points are. You get to see a lot of them from there, and it's driving people probably to the Kennedy Tailing Wheels and other places of interest as well.
Well, we hope so, and if you haven't been there, please stop by. Okay. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, that's for you. I've been there. Tommy's been there. Let's see if we can find out who all these kids are. Hi there, what's your name?
Jose Prieto.
Hi, Jose. And how about you, partner? What's your name?
I'm Peter.
Okay, there's Peter. We're going to meet a few people. What's your name?
Shayla.
And you?
Simon.
Okay, and how about you?
Thomas.
Hi, Thomas. And you?
Juan.
All right. And how about you?
My name's Victor.
Okay, Victor.
You've been on TV before.
Let's we're going to ask this lady, what's your name?
Annalicia.
Oh, yeah, Annalicia. That's a bird name. And how about you? What's your name?
Larissa.
You going to do some bird watching while you're here as well?
Yeah.
Good for you. We say hi to you yet?
Yeah. I said from Chauncey.
Okay.
And like the Christmas thing, like I've been on TV for 4 times.
Okay. Well, we're going to... who, what's your name? Those are pretty cool, huh? All right. And did you tell me your name?
Peter?
Okay, Peter. How about you? What's your name there?
Marcus.
Hi, Marcus. Go ahead, pick it up with that gizmo thing there, Marcus. That's pretty good. And how about you?
Brandon.
This is a really big group. Now, can I ask you where this group's from?
Buena Vista. Yeah, Buena Vista.
From the Buena Vista Rancheria? Oh, good. And did I say hi to you? Yeah, I did. How about you?
Hello.
Okay, now, do you have a group leader around here?
Yeah. Where's?
We'll find the person, okay? Well, they certainly sent a lot of people came on down here to help out. So you ready to pick up trash
Yeah.
and good things? All right, that's great. Well, man, this is really cool. How about you? What's your name?
Mabel.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, we're going to come back down and go this way like we did last year. All right. Everybody, grab a bag.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Richard Ragudo. We're represent the Buena Vista Rancheria. We have inner city children from the inner cities coming here today to join for the cleanup, and we're really honored to be here today as representatives of Buena Vista.
Well, that's really great that you took all the effort to bring this many workers out here. So great help. The kids are really good at this, and it sounds like you did this last year as well.
Yes, we did. Matter of fact, we won last year. For this year, we're just going to go ahead
I
and
could see why you won.
yeah. But the kids really enjoy it. And this is our Earth Day festivity for Earth Day, and we will continue to go to the reservation, and we have things that we have there, movies for the night and things to celebrate the Earth Days.
Okay, so the kids are out here for the weekend or a couple overnighter?
Overnighter for the weekend. They were here last night, and then tonight they'll camp out tonight, and then we'll leave tomorrow back home.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for filling us in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We want to thank the Buena Vista Rancheria for help bringing this crew down.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, now we're here with some of the work crew that's working here on Clean It, Green It, and we're at Jackson's Mills parking lot, historic parking lot here. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Patsy Calandri.
Hi, Patsy. And you?
I'm Connie Blaylock.
Hi, Connie. And?
Sandy Roberts.
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
So all you ladies are making this look a lot prettier. What are you doing?
I'm deadheading, and I'm also pulling weeds.
Okay. And deadheading, it has a better name maybe if we say I'm giving it a hard pinch. I'm thinking, right? But it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And how about you? What's your name?
Patsy Calandri.
That's right. I already asked
Yeah,
you,
that's
Patsy.
all right.
It's new for me, spring and everything here. So.
We're planting some plants here too.
All right. Now, what?
Drought tolerant plants.
Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. And it looks really nice here. So, how long have you ladies been cleaning this spot up here?
Since about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And we're with the Sierra Madre Garden Club.
Oh, okay.
And we take care of this area, so every so often we come. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Sierra.
Madre Garden Club. Sierra Madre Garden
Okay,
Club.
so this is your responsibility, like year-round. The club has adopted this.
Yes, we have.
Oh, you're doing a nice job on it, really. And I can see you're down here doing some stuff to it, but
Yes.
I don't see a whole lot of stuff that you had to take out or anything. So
Well, we got
you're doing a
bag
pretty
full
good
of
job.
Stuff over there.
Okay.
And so yeah, we keep it pretty much cleaned up year round.
All right. Well, you're doing a great job here and Clean It and Green It. And thanks, ladies. Let's, Tommy, you still with me? Let's go over here and talk to Keith Sweet's wife. Gail, how you doing, Gail?
I'm good. How are you, Tom?
I'm real fine. So, this is a pretty good deal out here today, huh?
Yeah, well, this is a project that we've had for a couple years now for Sierra Madre Garden Club, and we just maintain it. Now we have a little plaque over there that designates.
Sell that on the rock. Who's that there? Is that?
That's Jan Clute. Jan Clute.
Okay. Hi, Jan. How are you doing? How's Cedric? Okay, so Cedric's up at the park? Okay, good. Well, we'll see Cedric.
He's manning our other 2 tables, Sierra Madre and also Master Gardeners. I have another table up there too. But we're having a plant sale on, actually, for Master Gardeners on the 26th in Plymouth.
How do you get the plants? Who brings all the plants? Are they cuttings and things that the garden club does?
A little of both, but we like to go to Ridge Road Nursery. That's our favorite.
All right.
You know.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, everybody, and we're going to find some more people that are out helping Jackson's Clean It and Green It Day here in Amador County. Okay. Stay with us.
Can I just give you one more little shout out for Sierra Madre? We're having a flower show. I don't know if maybe Patsy told you, but on the 2nd and 3rd of May.
And where's that?
At the Senior Center.
That's what I thought. Okay, so
flower
and that's
show.
Another place where you can buy the plants too, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can enter your plants, enter your flowers for prizes,
and that's the one that also has the wildflower display, right?
It's beautiful wildflowers.
I love that.
We're hoping we'll have enough this year because it's kind of hard to tell, but
yeah, it is. Everything's doing a little bit okay, so far. But unless we get some more rain, and which I'm kind of hoping for, maybe if we get some rain every now and then, we'll keep our plant life alive,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks, ladies.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. And now I'm with Jim McCargy. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, Tom. Good to see you. And Tommy.
Okay, and Tommy Fox on the camera.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Good. Beautiful day in the park here.
Right. And, it was nice. You were on last Wednesday with me. We talked about some of the things that went on at the upcountry meeting about fire safety, chipping and shredding, and different things like that. The Vicini brothers, chipping and shredding, they were there and answered a question, did a lengthy thing there as well, and I see that they're represented here. So I think that lady is the lady that talks, so I think I'll talk to her a little bit about that part. Yeah. But that was pretty important little meeting, it seemed like.
Yeah, I think this all ties together. We're here for Clean It, Green It 2015. It's kind of our Earth Day celebration, and folks come up here and clean up the community, and then we're going to have a barbecue a little bit later. There's an e-waste collection event going on right now over at Mellon Faze in the back there, and that looks like it's going really well. So it's kind of all about, the environment and doing what we can.
Right, so I think most people probably know them by now, but if not, e-waste isn't just computers and things like that. It's basically really anything with electrical cable on it, right?
Well, yeah, we like to say anything with a plug, cord, chip, battery, or circuit board. Any of those things involved in a piece of equipment, it's considered e-waste.
Okay. And they recycle that stuff, right? And that winds up. Will they take it all the way down?
Yeah, you know what? It's fascinating. They take it to these large processing facilities, and there's one up in Sacramento. And basically, they put all the equipment, whether it's old computers or printers or whatever, in these large, like washing machines, and they tumble them, and gradually they break apart, and the different components, the plastics, the metals, the glass, everything gets sorted out and comes out into these little areas, and before you know it, you have nothing but just copper, and the gold-plated stuff is what's really valuable. You should see they have these huge drums that they're collecting with gold-plated material, and it's just amazing. They break those things down to their individual component parts.
It's kind of like, so they have like a MRF for people who have seen, like that's almost like where they take the solid waste and then put that in there. Maybe one of the first things that goes across a blower. Yes. The blower pushes all the paper out, and something else sorts it, and a magnet, so that brings whatever's magnetized out, and so it sounds like they really have it down to a science.
They do, and it's really interesting because, like I said, it's like these giant, massive washing machines where they tumble them, and they don't just shatter them and smash them to bits. Gradually, little by little, they break apart, and the component parts get sorted out.
That is really interesting to think of how that works out. Well, anyway, we're down here as well, and you've got some different pamphlets and things that you're giving out. What's this one here all about?
This is the Recycle Guide. It's for waste reduction and recycling. This has all kinds of really good.
Up a little?
Yeah, sure.
See what people.
It's got all kinds of good information, as you can see in here. Phone resources, the garbage companies, for self-hauling, for my department, waste management, for e-waste, you name it, tires, used oil, household hazardous waste. All that information is in
thing
here.
too. Maybe we should talk about, like, people don't know the used oil. Like, I know when I go to either the Buena Vista landfill and Aces, they have a place where you can put your old oil filter and oil and things like that, right?
Yeah, the county runs 5 used oil recycling tanks throughout the county. One is down at Aces at Buena Vista, one is at Aces in Pine Grove, one each at ATI in Sutter Hill and Pine Grove, and then Plymouth Foothill Garage and Wrecking has one also. So people can take their used motor oil and their filters there, no charge, and
That's
recycle.
a good thing too, because in this economy, a lot of people can save some money by changing their own oil. That's a fairly simple thing to be able to do. Might be one of the only things left to be able to do on your car.
Yeah, cars are so complicated these days. You gotta have a degree in computer engineering these days with cars. But no, the used oil, and instead of, we don't want people to obviously dump it out in the environment, but we don't want them to stockpile it either. Hang on to it, bring it in, get it into the recycling.
And as well as that, throughout the year, several times during the year, you have other events as well. I know I took advantage of the last one to get rid of some tires that my son, took off his car like probably 15 years ago. They've been, out in, one of the areas of my yard, right?
Yeah.
Behind some trees and stuff like, well, whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to be able to. nice to be able to, get rid of those, and so you have, I believe, 2 of those a year, right?
Yeah, we do. We have the tire recycling and collection events, usually up on Airport Road, right adjacent from the airport there, and those are really popular. I mean, we literally collect thousands of tires on the Saturdays that we do those. And I'm looking at possibly having one in late May or early June.
So and that's a good thing, too, because they definitely recycle those tires into a lot of things nowadays.
They do. Those tires are ground up into a crumb rubber for all these new turf fields you see going in different places, and that they use it for playground bedding.
Maybe you can work a deal like if we get so many tires out there, we can get on a list to get the track at Argonaut done.
Yeah, that would be good.
Get some turf on there as well.
Well, the turf, the track over at Amador High School, right. I forget how many tires, but something like 7,000 or 8,000 tires went into that track. Yeah, so
it looks really sharp, and I know running on a tartan track, is it. You want to be someplace where it's fast and cushy.
That's right.
Okay, so other things as well, there's like paint recycling days, and it's important for people to know because all that stuff is really controlled a lot. Like when you find out, like for burning, back when I was a kid, people had incinerators in their backyard. We didn't as a kid, but I knew a lot of my friends did. For some reason, where we were in the valley, they already had barrels, like a 50-gallon barrel. Maybe my dad got that from a company or something like that. But it didn't take long for Sam Yorty to run as mayor and say, we're going to have garbage collection for all of Los Angeles. And I think that's what brought him into being mayor the first time. Right. And so that was a good idea. Got rid of all the things. But anyway, getting back to it, it's like, when you're burning yard waste, all you can do is burn yard waste from your yard.
That's right. We want people, first of all, to call and make sure it's a permitted burn day. So they should always call our burn line before they light their fire, 223-6246. And then...
let me ask you a question. I know that's to find out if the winds are right and everything, but do they also, maybe when you call the burn line, I don't think they ask you where you are or anything like that, so they don't say, well, there's a couple fires burning down there on Irishtown Road and a couple over here or there, to keep a kind of a heads up, do they?
Well, no, we don't track exactly where the fires are going, but we do want people, if they're burning a large pile, so 4 by 4 foot or greater, to get a permit. So at least we have knowledge of it, we have record of it. But no, we don't track specifically where each fire is.
It seemed too like you could burn a smaller pile and bring other stuff into it. I know I wouldn't put a great big pile and just try to get it all at once, because it could very easily, first of all, it would scare me when I got going.
Yeah, and that's the first thing, is we want people to burn safely and make sure that they're burning dry material, burn hot so that it doesn't produce smoke. Any fire is going to produce some smoke, but we want them to minimize the smoke. Make sure they have a water hose handy, have a shovel nearby. Just be really careful. And if it's too windy, don't burn. Even if it's a permitted burn day, but it's too windy out, don't burn.
Okay, and it sounds like we might be coming up to where there won't be any burning pretty soon. So people ever watching this, it might be closing down pretty soon.
Well, yeah, and the wildfire season, it's no longer a season, it's all year long. And we saw, there was a fire, I think it was Thursday, out there where the fire had been near the county line, sand fire. And I tell you, it's really scary with the drought and the wildfire risk, the two of those combined. It's very scary.
Okay, so that had brought up ideas for some people too, like when you talk about that, scary, it's kind of a health issue for a lot of people. The neighbors don't like the smoke. They have asthma, different respiratory diseases and things. So there's alternatives to that, and it seems like the only one that we really have is like chipping and shredding, or taking the stuff someplace that does that.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we do have the Pine Needle Collection Bin program that we put those bins out. Silver Drive, we're trying to get one up at Mace Meadows. We're trying to get them spread out throughout the county so that people have an option to burn. And it's not just pine needles, but we call it pine needle, but it's any green waste that's generated from their property. So we don't want, the landscapers and the professional, people who do that for a living to take advantage of the situation. But we do want folks that need an option besides burning to take advantage of those bins.
Okay. And I believe the Vicini brothers were at that meeting, and I see that lady, so I think I'll talk to her about one way that she's helping out people get rid of some of their waste.
Yeah, Tom, we're really fortunate that we have right here in Amador County a green waste recycling facility, and they're producing, you'll see when you go over there, a very high quality mulch. She has it tested and it's certified, and then she's got the compost. It's really, really good quality stuff created right here in Amador County. Can't beat that.
Okay, well, that's going to be where we're headed next.
Okay.
So thanks a lot, Jim. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you again on TSPN. It kind of reminds me of some of the 60s here with the concept, make compost, not war. And that's a good thing. I was just talking to Jim McCargue. And tell us your name.
Kathy Vicini.
That's right, Kathy. And Kathy, you were up at, I was talking to Jim too about the upcountry meeting that was just held last Wednesday. Lynn Morgan put on a very nice presentation. You weren't represented there, but you wound up coming on up and answering a lot of questions for people because you have an alternate way for people to get rid of some of their yard waste and stuff. And that was a great meeting. And of course, that is like you do chipping and shredding, and even if you do chip up your own stuff, all the leaves and waste and stuff like that, a lot of times you're left with all this duff. I believe that's what they call it. That's laying. That's the kind of stuff that lays on the forest floor. The leaves and stuff. If you came by with your chip and shredder, it's the same stuff. You just made it a lot smaller, turned it into confetti.
Right.
Right. And so you have still a burn. You still have stuff that burns. So they have a lot of material. So. How do you get rid of that? And that seemed to be an idea. And not only that, but getting a chipper and shredder, that's a fairly expensive and everything too. So you came on up with a free market concept because you are a business, and because it costs money, uses a lot of it's intensive, machine intensive, and things like that. But you take that stuff and turn it into mulch. But let's go to the first part. How do you help the people out in the way of bringing stuff down to you?
Anybody can bring their green waste to us. You can either send it in your handy dandy little curbside recycling.
Do you get stuff from ACES like that?
Yes, we
do.
do.
So ACES delivers the green waste to you.
When you fill this up, ACES picks it up. And then a couple times a week, they bring out great big trucks full of green waste.
Could I have this for my granddaughter's Barbie collection?
No,
I'm kidding. Okay.
And so ACES brings their green waste to us, tons of it. And also gardeners, people cleaning up their yard, they bring it to us also. Christmas trees, we always take all the Christmas trees free of charge at that time of year. And in front you'll see what we do with it. Once we grind it up, we spend a year turning the piles, adding water to them, making sure that they don't burn. And that's a big thing. If you chip up your green waste at home and you pile it up someplace, spontaneous combustion will occur. As your material is composting, it builds heat and it will burst into flames. It happens at our facility occasionally. It's a 24/7 thing, watching it. So that's
kind of scary, and I don't compost large piles or anything like that, so I don't even think about it. So, you must have to be able to think about this stuff, to even find out how scary it could be. I was also thinking when I was talking with Jim, you had pointed out when you brought the blue trash can there up, that, down here, these people meaning, people at Jackson, Sutter Creek, that Aces drives around and picks up, they have green recycling, but up country, they don't. And even for up country, like I live in Pine Grove, so I have like leaves, I have like oak leaves, but up there they get like pine needles, And so every we have quite an altitude a range here in Amador County. So a lot of people in Ione have no idea what it means to have all those pine needles around their yard and how they get rid of them. And they don't blow well. They don't. They're in a world of their own. Because I am in the Pine Grove area where you have both, but by and large the oaks are the major trees there. So and oak leaves, they don't compost well.
No, they don't. Well, they do at our place.
When you get them small enough, they would. But as a big leaf,
composting is a science, and it takes nitrogen, which is all of your green matter, your grasses, your green leaves, and then you need a carbon, which is your dry leaves, your pine needles, and sticks and things like hay. And between the two of them, then you can get the composting
they start
going.
To break down more.
Right, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. You can't have a pile of oak leaves or pine needles and expect them to compost, because it takes a mixture of things. So that's why we take everything at the facility, because it takes the pine needles, it takes the oak leaves, it takes the grasses. We also get like the tules that they clean out of the creek. You see the CYA boys cleaning out the creek. All that stuff comes to us also.
Well, that's really good. You're doing a really yeoman's work out there to have a facility that can take all of this stuff.
We try. We really feel strongly about recycling the green waste and not taking it to a landfill. And originally, that's where ACES was forced to take their green waste, was down to the landfill. And now it all comes to us, and you can come back and you can buy the compost for your garden.
Okay, now, you during the Christmas time and stuff, I think you said you take the trees and that, but during the year, people have a fee, right, for bringing in truckloads of stuff, but it didn't seem to me like it was too expensive if they packed, if they would, make sure their pickup was. That's your mom helping you.
Yeah, just helping out.
Now, do they have a larger market for this stuff other than just Amador County people coming down to buy mulch as well?
Yes. Over here you see that we are members of the U.S. Composting Council. That puts us in another category. Our material is tested quarterly and you can see there's test results over there. And that way we can be assured that we don't have heavy metals. No, it's heavy metals, arsenic, things like that. Some pesticides they can pick up in that test. And then that way we are allowed to sell to public entities. The cities, the counties, and the state all say you must be approved by DOT or Caltrans. They only accept U.S. Composting Council registered and tested material. So therefore, we can sell to pretty much anybody. Right now, as a matter of fact, this morning, my son couldn't be here. He's out loading up trucks that are going to Tahoe Vista. And a name that you'd all recognize is Tracy Towner.
Okay.
And she's the one that orders it. She ordered it here for the ball field. She liked it, and in her new job, she needed compost. I got the phone call. So we've sent probably 150 tons up to her recently.
Well, that's really good. And once again, I think we've probably seen phone numbers or stuff if people are curious. But this is a good way to get rid of your yard waste without using a fire that scares a lot of people. And I certainly understand why. Fire is probably the scariest thing to the upcountry residents. And of course, it's not just upcountry. I mean, there's grass fires and that. But is it the upcountry people that have the most yard waste and stuff?
I would have to say yes, because each week, typically we get 2 trucks or more from ACES, and I can tell when they come in. One truck will be almost all pine needles, pine boughs, and that sort of thing. And then there's one that comes from my own, and that has more of your grasses and your leaves and things like that.
Both work out good for you that you're getting a great mix and everything. And I've talked to you I think a couple of years, but this is one of the first years where I've had a better understanding of what the problem is and how you're helping to solve it and everything. I believe maybe they're right. A lot of times you have to hear a thing a few times to be able to grab how large of a project it is and what all good it's doing for not just the county but the people, and and also helping the state be able to get a good product later. So I wish you a lot of success to your son and Vicini Brothers, right?
Yep, Vicini Brothers.
All right. Well, thank you very much for talking with us. We'll see you.
Bye.
And now I'm with Rosala, and we're here with the Buena Vista booth, the Buena Vista Tribe Miwok.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And Rosalie, we saw you, Rosalind.
Last year, I was here, and I've been here for the last 2 years. Yeah, and I love it.
Okay, now you're from Kenya?
Yes, I'm from Kenya. Yeah, you remembered that.
Yeah, I do. It was a great program. I think I asked quite a lot of things about Kenya, some of the wildlife, and things that were going on there and everything.
Yes.
Right now, I want to talk to you about the other lady that was womanizing this booth was saying that. Are you responsible for bringing all of those kids that came down here for them breathing easy?
Yes, I'm responsible.
How did you do that?
Oh, it's great. I work for environmental department, and I get funding from EPA, which is a federal agency, and they fund our programs to do environmental stuff. So I handle programs from air quality to water, to natural resources, forestry, and of course I'm also the cultural protection person for the tribe, and so I just double up as helping the tribe to conserve, preserve, and protect the environment. So this year, for this Earth Day event, we have our theme as breathe easy. Breathing doesn't have to be difficult. So we are trying to pass a message to the environment and the community that the environment needs to be protected. People need to be breathing clean air. People need to take care of the indoor quality air. And so the stuff that they use around the houses can be harmful to their health. And that's why we have the logo and the theme, breathe easy. Yes, I love it.
Okay,
yeah.
Well that's great. And I understand the team won last year's contest.
Yes, last year we brought about maybe 30 kids to this event, and they were very grateful to have had the opportunity to participate in a community event. So we went and cleaned out at the cemetery, and the kids were very happy, to be bonding and also to remember their past. And we had some very nice elders with us, like Razo Dazo. He's a good elder who works with Buena Vista Rancheria. And so he was able to tell the children about their past. And so last year they collected a lot of garbage, because our theme for last year was recycle, reuse, and reduce. So in terms of solid waste management. And so the kids are growing along with us. And so this year we brought about 30 kids as well. And so we have a camp out event for the kids for 3 days starting yesterday at the Buena Vista Rancheria tribal land. So the kids love it. We've been teaching them a lot of things on environment, on protection and conservation of water. We are in the drought situation now in California. So the kids have been given like water bottles to conserve water, so that we don't give them out like the water bottles as a tradition. Because from the past, we've realized that if a child takes a water bottle, they will not even finish it all. And they'll go and sit it in a place, and then they'll come for another bottle and don't finish it. So we gave them an actual recycled water bottle for them to fill the water from the jars and take it as they go along. So we're happy.
Yeah, there is that thing, I see it at the studio as well. People, have a whole bottle of water, and when they leave, they've taken some drinks out of it. They certainly haven't drank all of it. So I think we've said, I think we'll see if we can find a place where we can get like smaller bottles to use, because a lot of situations they need a personal thing there, kind of works out well.
Yeah.
So, and the kids must know the route and everything pretty well, because one of the team leaders there, it seemed like, was telling me, well, okay, y'all know the route over there to the school, and then we're going to be going here. So this is kind of a tradition for them already.
Yeah, this is kind of a tradition for them already, and most of them live like in this general area in the region. And so some of them come shopping around, some of them go to the schools around here, and some of them we brought from as far as Sacramento. So those are very excited to be, coming over here in Jackson for the first time. And so since last night, the kids have bonded together, they've made new friendships, and so they're very excited to be participating in what is going on around.
Okay, now do you have like a tent camping area there or something, or where are the kids staying?
Oh yeah, we have, the EPA program has supported us to buy like camp out facilities, like the tents, the sleeping bags and mattresses, and just to make the place comfortable for the children to stay when they camp out. So we are very happy about that.
A lot of fun for them.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun for them.
Stay up late nights singing songs by the campfires and stuff?
Oh yeah. Yesterday we had a campfire, and this morning again we were surrounding the campfire place, and they sang songs. We have a child of, I think, 4 years.
Did you have a breakfast? Did the kids have to make a breakfast and everything out there?
They loved it.
Nothing like camp food.
I know. By the time they woke up this morning, I had already woken up ahead of them and set out the table. We had like fruit, just healthy, nutritious food.
Good for you.
Fruit and maybe some cereals and a lot of water. And then we had like Mexican burritos for real breakfast, so that they needed the energy to come out here and be able to clean without burning out. So we gave them a lot of fruit, and then we carried some more fruit for them to eat as they go along, and some water. And then we have like munchies, like what do you call them, the snack bars, the chewy ones. Yeah, and so they have a good time.
All right.
Yeah, and we have dinner for them tonight, and we have lunch for them, and we have a lot of environmental-based contests when we go back to the reservation where they camped out, and we're going to have like a lot of prizes to be won, and the kids are very excited. They're looking forward to that opportunity.
Okay, well that sounds wonderful. Once again, it's nice talking with you. It's always enjoyable and and fascinating. So thanks again.
Oh, thank you so much for interviewing me again.
Okay, and thanks for representing the tribe and the good that they're doing here today in Jackson's Clean It and Green It Day.
Yeah. Okay, my final thoughts are like I'm also here with our tribal chairwoman, Honorable Rhonda Morningstar Pop.
Right.
So she's leading the collection, like the garbage collection, and she's very instrumental in everything that we do within the tribe, and she supports my environmental program. So I'm very proud of her. She's a leader with action. She's ahead of a lot of other people that I know, because she does what she says she'll do, and people are following her because of her good leadership and her example to preserve and conserve the environment and lead well.
Okay, well, she's very fortunate to have you as a spokesperson as well.
Yeah.
So thanks once again for talking with us.
Thank you so much, and see you again next year, God willing.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Hi, Cedric, how you doing?
Hi, Tommy. Good to see you. And Jan.
How you doing, Jan?
Fine. Yeah, I'm everywhere today.
Out at the
Parking
across from the TSPN studios in our it's not our parking lot. It's used to be at Mills. But anyway, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine, and the parking strip's much better. You have to take a look at it when you leave.
Okay. And you, the two of you, live real close by here now.
We live right
you moved
across
out of the
from the cemetery.
Moved out of the woods and down
yes,
here to
yes,
civilization.
we love it. Jackson is the greatest town to live in. The Sierra Madre Garden Club, and they are having their annual flower show.
Really something everybody should come on out to. We cover it, I think, nearly every year. And we're going to have to say goodbye to all the people out there in television land, but stick around. There's more of Amador this week coming up. And once again, we're at Jackson's Clean It and Green It, and Cedric and Jan Clute are helping me sign off. I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.